Well, what do we have here then? Could it finally have happened? I'm doing a rather dirty next generation DAF video. With an out of area customer recovered in through DAF Aid, I had the joy of carrying out a diagnostic and repair on this NGD. The MX-13 engine features a new cylinder head, block, fuel system, pistons and liners. Also, this new engine has a new turbo, air compressor, oil pump and alternator, complete with clutch. The power distribution board has been redesigned and the exhaust after treatment system has been rerouted. DAF really went to town on improvements to this new engine design. We can begin as usual by identifying the diagnostic trouble codes to determine what we are dealing with. The customer's concern, relayed to me via the DAF Aid report, was that the vehicle had cut out while driving and failed to restart. With a sudden drop in fuel pressure stored in PCI 2, we should get the cab over and inspect for any visible leaks on the common rail. After confirming all the components are dry, we can assume, if it's not an external leak, it's an internal leak, and can check the downpipe to see where the fuel has gone and if it has filled any of the cylinders. With the downpipe appearing dry, we are safe to attempt to run this engine and can set up some monitoring systems to find out what's occurring from PCI 2's perspective. With our low pressure making 1.8 bar at cranking and the ECU requesting 673 to 678 bars of fuel pressure, we can see that the actual common rail pressure is 0. We need to take a more invasive approach, so we'll install a Leakoff pipe into the head to measure the fuel returning to the fuel tank. Additionally, we should be checking if fuel is returning through the fuel pressure control valve when it shouldn't be. With a blank fitted and the pipes connected to the containers, we can jump onto Davy, start the engine and run a Leakoff test during cranking. This test shuts off all the fuel injectors, opens both high pressure fuel pumps and shuts off the fuel pressure control valve. Once the test is complete, we can observe the amount of fuel collected from the Leakoff and from the PCV. Any fuel detected from the PCV would indicate that this is the source of our rail pressure loss, and likewise, any fuel collected from the return line would suggest faulty injectors. Therefore, we can input these results here. As stated, one or more fuel injectors is leaking back. So we're going to now determine what injector or injectors are causing our loss of pressure by blanking off an injector. One by one I proceeded to blank an injector and make the climb up the ladder to see if the MX engine would roar into life. With me slowly losing faith and the clock ticking away, I started to think what else could possibly cause this problem, until suddenly...
Number 5.
With our faulty injector identified as number 5, I could get to work refitting the downpipe, and we could then open up this new engine and see what changes had been made by DAF. After loosening the fuel pipe, I could see that I had ample room to unplug the injector and then remove the bolt that held it in place. Using the injector removal tool, I was then able to extract the injector and the clamp. We must be meticulous in removing the old sealing ring from the injector sleeve and ensure that no oil is present in the retaining bolt hole, as this can lead to an incorrect torque figure and ultimately the injector becoming loose. To avoid this, we must take extra care to ensure that the area is completely free of oil, so with a bit of brake cleaner and the airline, I was able to clean this all up. With our new injector ready to slip in, we can install a new retaining bolt, as this is a single-use component. After running the injector bolt in by hand, I needed to secure the fuel pipe and torque it up, along with the injector. However, I'm unable to access the nut on top of the injector pipe due to the air filter stroke silencer for the compressor. Looks like I'm taking this off to get to the nut after all. Once the fuel pipe was securely in place, we could move forward and tighten the injector and refit the various components, ensuring that everything was in its proper place. With the rocker cover ready to be fitted, I can remove and replace the gasket, refit the rocker cover, then torque it up. I can then remove all the testing equipment I had fitted to the engine, bleed the fuel system, and get the half shaft refitted that the recovery driver had so kindly removed. With the cab down and the grille shut, we can climb in and see if we can get some smoke out of her. A little bit longer winding than usual, but it bursts back into life, and after some quick final checks for fuel leakage, we can climb in and carry out a road test. For more injector diagnosis videos, check out this video here. As always, please like the video to let YouTube know that it's worth watching and more people should see it. Don't forget to leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.